Hi everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, it will help you keep updated for more of my future Commander content. Salutations my fellow Commander players. Today I bring you more underplayed commanders that deserve some love. In this video we're diving into the world of lesser known gems that are sure to shake up your gameplay. So grab your cards and let's explore some underplayed commanders you need to try. Before we start, I'd like to quickly mention my friends at Pyramid Designs. They make amazing playmats with fantastic quality. If you're interested in picking up a new playmat, check out the link in my description below, which is offering a special discount code for my YouTube viewers. Okie dokie, so all stats shown for the commanders spoken in this video have been extracted from the website edhrec.com. So without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Let's dive into these commanders. Number 1. Kumano, Master Yamabushi, ranked 1615, 207 dex. A legendary human shaman creature that costs 2 red and 3 generic mana to cast. He has 4 power and 4 toughness and says the following. For 1 generic and 1 red mana, Kumano, Master Yamabushi deals 1 damage to any target. If a creature dealt damage by Kumano this turn would die, exile it instead. So, Kumano, Master Yamabushi is a great commander in EDH because of his ability to deal direct damage to creatures or players. This ability makes him versatile and effective in both offensive and defensive strategies, and is capable of ruining your opponent's graveyard recursion strategies. Additionally, his colour identity in red offers access to a wide range of burn spells and other direct damage effects, allowing players to build a powerful deck focused on dealing damage and controlling the board. You can turn him into an absolute cannon with Death Touch as well, which is really fun. Overall, Kumano's abilities make him a strong and flexible commander choice for players who enjoy playing aggressive red decks. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 2. Erebos, Bleak-Hearted, ranked 1535, 246 dex. A legendary god enchantment creature that costs 1 black and 3 generic mana to cast. It has 5 power and 6 toughness and says the following. Indestructible. As long as your devotion to black is less than 5, Erebos isn't a creature. Whenever another creature you control dies, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. For 1 generic and 1 black mana, sacrifice another creature. Target creature gets -2, -1 until the end of turn. Okay, Erebos is a very cool commander and an underrated commander in my opinion. Let's start off with the lovely indestructible ability. Having this alone helps a commander become worthy of being strong, as removing that commander becomes very hard. Erebos also has the ability to be able to draw cards whenever another creature we control dies, and if we pay the 2 life tax. This is a very easily achieved ability, especially in a fine-tuned mono black deck, especially those that revolve around sacrificing, which is very popular in mono black decks. Erebos even has his own sack outlet attached to himself, making his whole kit synergize very well. His unique set of skills combined make him a great commander for mono black decks. Erebos is a really fun and resilient commander. He feels similar to Yawgmoth but less fragile because he has indestructible. He is well worth trying out and doesn't cost too much to purchase, as you can buy this commander for around $1. Number 3. Tarnos, Urza's Apprentice, ranked 1475, 275 dex. A legendary human artificer creature that costs 1 blue and 1 red mana to cast. He has 1 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Haste. For 1 blue and 1 red mana and tap, copy target activated or triggered ability you control from an artifact source. You may choose new targets for the copy. Mana abilities can't be targeted. Okay, Tadeas is a great low casting cost commander at only 2 total mana, making him fast and reliable to get onto the battlefield. He offers a pretty interesting and unique ability, allowing us to copy activated or triggered abilities we control, but it has to be from an artifact source we control. He also comes in with haste, so he can quickly get the snowball rolling. If you're into combo pieces, you'll highly enjoy this commander. Can you imagine if Paradox Engine wasn't banned? This commander would be absolutely gross. Nevertheless, he's still very powerful and very fun to pilot, and you can buy this commander for around $1. Number 4. Zara Renegade Recruiter, ranked 1017, 687 dex. A legendary human pirate creature that costs 1 red, 1 blue, and 3 generic mana to cast. She has 4 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Flying. Whenever Zara Renegade Recruiter attacks, look at defending player's hand. You may put a creature card from it onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control. Return that creature to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Do you like plundering treasure like a pirate? Then you will love Zara. She's an excellent commander and very enjoyable to play. Stealing opponent's creatures is thrilling, especially if you have an inkling of what may be in your opponent's hands. For example, they could have a huge creature with a high mana cost sitting in their hand, which you can then utilize with Zara's ability to steal that creature and swing with it. Total carnage, total fun. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 5. Tas Juniper Ascendant, ranked 741, 1229 dex. A legendary human monk creature that costs 1 green, 1 white, and 2 generic mana to cast. He has 1 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Reach. Tadeas has hexproof unless it's attacking. Whenever a creature you control with reach attacks, untap it and it can't be blocked by creatures with greater power this combat. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay, Tadeas is a unique commander, mainly because he offers a route for tribal/tribal reach decks, which is something you don't really see in commander games. Tadeas allows you to draw a card whenever 1 or more creatures we control deal combat damage to a player, providing us with consistent stream of resources to keep our hands full and maintain momentum. Tadeas also has reach himself, meaning he synergizes well with his own kit, and the hexproof is great, a nice little bonus, as it offers us safety when he isn't attacking. Overall, Tadeas Juniper Ascendant is a strong commander because of its ability to provide card advantage and synergize well with reach creature-based strategies. You can buy this commander for around $1. Number 6. King Darion, ranked 1076, 615 dex. A legendary human soldier creature that costs 1 white, 1 green, and 1 generic mana to cast. He has 2 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. For 3 generic mana, 1 green mana, and 1 white mana, put a +1/+1 counter on King Darion and create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Sacrifice King Darion. Creatures tokens you control gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. Okay, I like Darion. I think his kit overall is incredibly solid, especially for a human tribal/tribal deck. King Darion is a great commander for several reasons. He has a static anthem effect, which buffs up all creatures we control by +1/+1, which is excellent when generating tokens, as they usually are small in power and toughness. He has the ability to put +1/+1 counters on himself and create a token. This may be a hefty price of 5 total mana, however, usually Selenia's coloured decks are very efficient at generating mana ramp with land, tutors, and mana rocks. You can also use mana dorks as well. His last ability is super interesting though, and I think it's his best ability. Being able to have the choice to sacrifice your commander, King Darion, to have the chance to save all your creatures on the board by giving them hexproof and indestructible is huge, as most token decks, their main weakness is the fear of being board wiped. King Darion prevents that issue, making token decks work way more efficiently. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 7. Seizan, Perverter of Truth, ranked 1006, 702 dex. A legendary demon spirit creature that costs 2 black and 3 generic mana to cast. He has 6 power and 5 toughness and says the following. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player loses 2 life and draws 2 cards. I love Seizan, and I have spoken about him numerous times on my YouTube channel. Seizan is a ticking time bomb. When this commander enters the battlefield, games are going to excel in speed dramatically. The 2 extra cards everyone will draw is humongous and changes the whole dynamics of the commander game that you're in, making the game feel fresh and, well, different. There are multiple ways you can manipulate this effect. Either try and build a group hug deck and let everyone enjoy 2 extra cards, leading to a more enjoyable atmosphere for the whole table, Or you can go the nasty route and find a way to lock down how many cards your opponents can draw, making Seizan's ability useless for your opponents but extremely reliable for us. What I like about Seizan is you get a choice between what you really want to do. The two main choices being either Group Hug or Nasty Hug. Nasty Hug, I like that, has a cool ring to it. Once you lock that choice in, you have the opportunity to build a deck that can really do what it's meant to do. You can buy this commander for around 80 cents. Number 8, Jirina, Dauntless General, ranked 2179, 70 decks. A legendary human soldier creature that costs 1 black and 1 white mana to cast. She has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following. When Jirina, Dauntless General enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard, sacrifice Jirina, humans you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Julina is similar to King Darion, the commander we spoke about a few moments ago. However, she has a lower casting cost and a slightly different colour pie. Julina's mana cost of 1 white and 1 black makes her easy to cast, allowing you to quickly get her onto the battlefield. You have that great enter the battlefield ability attached to her which can wipe out anyone's graveyard, exiling it, which is great against those graveyard recursion lovers. She makes an excellent commander for token generating decks, as she can be sacrificed to protect all your tokens, which is fantastic. She's a notable commander, and if you don't want to build her as a commander, think about picking her up anyway. She makes excellent addition to the 99 of any token based deck, as none of those tokens are humans, of course. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 9, Khârn the Betrayer, ranked 816, 1060 decks. A legendary Astartes Berserker creature that costs 1 red and 3 generic mana to cast. It has 5 power and 1 toughness and says the following. Berserker, Khârn the Betrayer attacks or blocks each combat if able. Sigil of Corruption, when you lose control of Khârn the Betrayer, draw 2 cards. The Betrayer, if damage would be dealt to Khârn the Betrayer, prevent that damage and an opponent of your choice gains control of it. From the art to the card text, Khârn just roars aggressiveness. This Berserker is an absolute beast. Khârn is super interesting as it offers a tryst to the commander game you're in with his unique ability of being able to be passed around the battlefield from player to player. Khârn is highly underplayed and in my opinion very underrated. He is known for putting pressure on all players at the table. This can make him a strong and offensive commander choice. He offers so much great juicy card text and can even be purchased on a total budget, as you can buy this commander for around 70 cents. Definitely worth picking one up. Number 10, the final card on my list, Xolatoyac, the Smiling Flood, ranked 887, 884 decks. I first became aware of this commander approximately 2 weeks ago by a comment in one of my other videos from Bobby. Thanks for bringing this to my attention. It's a great one. It's a great commander, honestly, very cool. So cheers for that. Okay, so let's look at the commander. Xolatoyac is a legendary salamander serpent creature that costs 1 blue, 1 green, and 4 generic mana to cast. It has 6 power and 6 toughness and says the following. Whenever Xolatoyac, the Smiling Flood, enters the battlefield or attacks, put a flood counter on target land. That land is an island in addition to its other types for as long as it has a flood counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, untap each permanent you control with a counter on it. First off, look at that smile. Xolatoyac is hella cute. Xolatoyac's ability to add flood tokens to lands and have them become untapped at the beginning of our end step makes it feel somewhat like a Seaborn Muse. And if you can find other ways to put any sort of counter on stuff you control, his ability still seems to trigger. Correct me if I'm wrong though. I mean, if you give your creatures +1/+1 counters and attack with them, I think you actually do get to untap with them as well, as those counters, yeah. And at the beginning of your end step, each permanent you control with a counter on it gets untapped, which is pretty amazing. This commander can help generate large amounts of mana quickly, can give you a significant advantage in the early stages of the game, allowing you to play powerful spells ahead of your opponents. Xolatoyac's color identity, blue and green, gives you access to a wide range of powerful cards and strategies, allowing you to build a versatile and competitive deck. Yes, Simic is a very powerful card pie. You can even get political with this commander by offering an opponent a flood counter for something in return, which is pretty sweet, as they may desperately need an island and you can help make it an island by giving it that flood counter. Overall, Xolatoyac looks like a very enjoyable commander and a very powerful one as well. You can buy this commander for around $1. Okay everyone, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for making it this far. If you did enjoy the video, please could drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. I would really like to know if you have any recommendations on an underplayed commander. If you do, please share it in the comment section below. I adore reading your comments and always try my best to answer them all. Let me know which commander listed in this video was your favourite, and I'd love to know if you have built any of these commanders before. Let me know. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.